guys, I'm Sushmita from Miss Pink Shoes and welcome back to my channel. So finally, after forever, I have this video up for you guys where I'm going to be talking all about my shoot setup. So this will not have my editing involved because my setup itself has so much going on. So I want to talk about this in detail. If you want me to make a video on editing, don't forget to comment and let me know and I'll make a separate video on it. So in this video, I'm going to be covering every single aspect, starting out from my camera to the lights to the setup to every tiny changes that I made in my shoot setup to make it and to get it where I have it right now. So right now I'm 100% satisfied with my setup. I didn't make this video all this while because there were small things that I always wanted to change or to tweak up, and finally I have a setup that I'm 100% happy with. So yes, if you want to know how I do my setup, then please keep on watching. So before I get to my setup, I want to give a quick background about myself and about my setup as well. So I studied visual communication for 3 years, so I learned basics of photography, videography, designing there, and a lot of basics of Photoshop as well. So that sort of helped me a lot when it came to doing my setup. I did have basic lighting and camera knowledge, and I did own a camera before I started YouTubing or vlogging itself. So it sort of gave me an upper hand with such things because I already had knowledge and I didn't really have to struggle. But I did struggle to find cheaper alternatives of whatever that I wanted to do because the setup that I knew and the setup that actually works is very expensive, and this setup also costed me quite a bit, but I saved up for it for quite some time and I bought it. And every single thing that I use right now wasn't bought at one go. I bought it one after the other. So it did take me time to get to this setup, but it's totally worth it, and it is the cheapest setup that I could possibly do. I didn't want to spend too much on it, so I tried finding the cheapest possible alternative for every single thing. So all the pricing and all the links and all the places where I bought every single thing from will be listed in the bottom bar, so don't forget to check that out. So yes, now let's get to my setup. So finally, this is my shoot room. I'm going to take you guys inside. So let's go in. So this is basically my shoot room, which has all of my setup. I will get to one aspect one by one, so you guys get an idea of exactly what I do right here. So my camera is right there, which has a ring light on top of it. I have two soft boxes which act as my main light. I have my laptop here, which is connected to my camera. And then I have my mic here, which is mounted on a stand. And finally there is a green screen which I use for every single video of mine, and while editing I change this to a different background of my liking. So now I'm going to get to every section one by one and talk about it in detail. So this is the camera that I use. It's the Canon 70D and I have a 50mm lens on it. So earlier I was using the Canon 700D with a regular 1855 lens that comes along with any camera. But the problem with that camera is that it does not have a quick autofocus. So every time I would sit and shoot, I would have to keep it on manual focus, and if I would move even a little, right or left, my video would be blurred. And there are so many times where I've shot using that camera, my videos have been blurred and I haven't been able to upload it. So it gave me a lot of trouble. But since I've shifted to this camera, it's made my life so much easier. And right now I'm using the 50mm lens on it, which is basically a block lens. So that gives you a good sharpness. So the subject, which is me, will be perfectly sharp and the background will be slightly blurred. And the further away I go from the background, the more blur I'll get. So that's why I love using this lens. Now if you're a beginner and if you don't want to spend too much on different lenses, you can any day start out with the 1855 lens. It's going to give you a good quality whatsoever. But yeah, camera wise, I would highly recommend the 70D. It can be a little pricey, but if you're going to start out and if you really want to spend on a good camera, then this is the one to go for. So here I have my mic connected and my laptop cable connected, which I'll show you in another section. On top of my camera, I have a ring light installed. So this is actually for photography. It is used for macro photography, but I really like the results it was giving me, so I use it for my videos as well. So I can keep it switched on and I can change the value, make it brighter, or I can make it a little duller depending on the kind of lighting that I require. And it gives me a really good lighting on my videos, especially on my face. My face looks a lot more glowier and the details on my face are seen much better. So my camera is mounted on this tripod that I bought off Amazon. Now this is a very lightweight, flimsy one, and it's okay for still videos that I do, but when I'm going outdoor or sometimes when I shoot outdoor, this is not really good enough. So I have another tripod which I actually bought for my photography, which I use for my videography as well. And I also wanted to quickly mention about the light. This one is by Neewer. I bought it from Amazon and this is really nice. It costed me about 4,500. I'll leave the exact details with the links in the description box below. So in the box you get these zillion attachments for different lenses. So this basically is put onto your lens and then the light is mounted on top. So if you can see, there is an attachment here, and then I'm putting this and mounting it on top. And you also get different filters for this, but you don't really need it when you're shooting beauty videos because you need the lighting to be as true and as white as possible. And this also works really well for photography. It's actually a photography light, but I use it for videos. Now I'm going to take you through my other lights that I have in my room. Now coming to the soft boxes that I use for my shoots, I have two soft boxes which are from a company called Photo Pro. So I bought this from a place in Roypeta. I leave all the details in the description box below. So you don't really get soft boxes ready like this in India, at least not in Chennai. The soft boxes that you get here are for photography and you have yellow lights installed in them and you just have one bulb inside or two bulbs at the max. But I needed something which had 4 bulbs and all white bulbs, so I sort of bought it custom made. So the stand that you're seeing right here is bought separately, and then this the tent thing which is called the soft box is bought separately, and the holder which holds all the bulbs has been bought separately. So I'm just going to show the inside of the soft box so you guys get an idea of what it looks like. So the softbox basically has 4 bulbs. So this holder, I bought it is actually used for lamps. So I bought that holder and it fit on my softbox really well. So it worked out to be a good thing for me. So the bulbs inside are by Philips. They are 14 volt bulbs. You can also use 18 volt bulbs. They'll give you like a brighter light and it's nicer for the longer run. Otherwise 14 volts also does the trick. And this at the back has switches. So when I switch on one switch, 2 bulbs get switched on, and when I switch on both, all the 4 bulbs are on. So if you look at the way I've set up the lights, I have both the soft boxes at a 45-degree angle and my ring light will be right in the center. So I get lighting from all 3 sides, and if you notice, the lights are a little high and tilted down. So that's going to give me a much better lighting. Otherwise the lighting is going to be straight onto my face, which will give me like a really bright light. So always keep it higher and at slight angle, so you get a much more nicer, more natural looking light. So now coming to the backdrop, a lot of you ask me how I do my backdrop setup. It's basically a green screen which while editing is turned into any background that I like. So the green screen is mounted on a basic background stand which I got from the same place from where I bought my soft boxes, and the green screen itself has been bought from Amazon. So you get different kind of green screens. You get it in the form of paper, like a paper roll, and you get fabric. I opted for fabric because if your paper gets spoiled, if there are any creases or any tears, you can't really fix it, but with fabric you have the freedom to iron it and reuse it. And this fabric in specific is the non-creasing kind, so it's not really going to give you creases. So I have it pinned really well, and if you notice, I've tried using as many green clips as I can. So in case by chance if I make a mistake while framing my video, if the clip comes into frame, it's not going to be a different color, so even that would get eliminated. So now coming to the mic. So this gave me a lot of trouble honestly, because my mic quality, my sound quality was not really good earlier, and I didn't want to spend way too much on mics. So what I did was I figured a way out to make these kind of cheap mics work well. So I had the Rode VideoMic Pro earlier, that's what I started out with. But what happened was my camera is a little far away from me, so the mic was also far away from me, and that's why it would capture all of this background noise which would just be annoying, and you can't remove it beyond a point while editing. And I needed to find a way to bring it closer to me, but I just couldn't at that point of time, and I lost that mic. Then I shifted to a cheap mic from Amazon which worked okay, like a temporary mic, but I needed something better and something that would be more long lasting. So I got this mic again from Rode. So this is their Rode Micro, and it's a new mic. So basically this is a kind of mic that goes on top of a camera like a shotgun mic. So what I did was I got an extension cable again from Rode, and this is a mic itself, and I also got this stand on which you can see the mic is kept. So this way the mic is connected to the camera but it's closer to me, so the sound quality is going to be great, and it has this dead kitten over top, which basically goes on top of the camera. It comes out easily and you can just put it on top. So what this does is this removes all of the excess background noise coming from the AC or from the air. So that way I can keep my AC on while shooting so that I don't sweat, and my sound quality is great. So one more thing that I wanted to talk about are the curtains all over my room. So if you can see, there are curtains on all the 3 sides and also on that huge window right there. So earlier this room did not really have any curtains, but I recently put them because my room was very echoey. So if you're somebody who has like a small storeroom that they're working in, or any place where there's a lot of echo or the sound quality is not that great, all you have to do is put curtains like this. And if you don't want to do so much also, you can just take your bed sheets and hang them and put a nice thick carpet. So the thicker your fabric is, the more echo it will absorb. So make sure that you have your surroundings soundproof by using fabrics or something, so that your voice quality is much better and there's no echo really happening. So this is basically the setup that you see in every single video of mine, but except for the backdrop, because that is something that I shift with every video. But right now my camera and my laptop are connected using a USB cable which comes along with the camera. So what that does is I can do all of my camera settings onto my laptop, which you can see right now. So I can change the shutter speed, the aperture, the ISO, and that is my bhabhi coming in frame who's shooting for me. But anyways, this is basically what the setup looks like. So I can stop and start recording with the button right here, and any changes that I need to make in my settings can be made using just this. So yes, that's a quick run through of my room. So that's my backdrop, my mic, the stool and table that I use, my laptop which is connected to my camera. The camera has a ring light on top and there are 2 soft boxes. So that's it for this video, guys. I really hope this video helps you, and if you're a beginner, I'm really happy that I'm able to help you, because there was nobody really to tell me and I had a lot of figuring out to be done. So yes, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, the link is down below. You can also follow me on my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter. All the links are given in the bottom bar, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.